All right. Hi, everyone. Oh, let me get rid of this.
Is there any way to turn up your volume a little bit? Or can the guest say if that volume's okay?
I don't think I think I'm all the way turned up.
Okay, it might be my computer. Sorry, you're good to
That's
go.
okay. Let me know though, or tell Lisa if it's not loud enough since we're in a room. I could get rid of the microphone if that's an issue. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to class today. Happy Tuesday. If you're new to us, my name is Corey, and I'm a physical therapist with UCSD. And today I have Rachel. She's the occupational therapist here with us. Today's exercise class, we are going to need a chair. If you have a good sturdy chair, we're going to do a couple of things. You don't have to necessarily do it from the chair, but that's kind of how we designed it to be. We'll kind of show you both, but if you have a chair, maybe just have it handy in case you decide, well, that's a lie. I guess at the end, we're doing some sit to stands, but again, just have one handy if you need it. Okay, kind of similar to past classes, we're going to start with some aerobic exercise, more of in a circuit. So we have 5 exercises to do our 3 rounds of cardio. And then we're going to go into some power moves, which if you're not familiar with, you will be familiar by the time we're done with this class. And yeah, then we'll go from there. So again, have your chair handy. If you need it, if you are standing, you can follow me. If you are sitting, you can follow Rachel. I'm just going to pull up my timer. So again, we're going to do 45-second intervals for this first round, and we'll have 30 seconds of rest. So we're going to start with just some general marching in place just to get warmed up. I'll let my timer go. All right. So just nice and easy marching. Try to swing those arms if you can. We're just trying to get loosened up. As you start to warm up and we get into the meat of our warm up, I want you to try to push yourself as fast as you can because that's how we're going to get that heart rate up. All right, we're already halfway through with our marching. All right, we're going to take 30 seconds for a rest. The next interval we're going to do is I want you to have one foot in front of the other, and you're going to stand in that nice athletic stance, and we're going to work on just cross-body punches. Okay, so we're going to alternate with that. Give yourself, again, another few seconds of rest. And then from there, we're going to switch to the other side for our following interval. All right, so go ahead and get set and ready and start punching. And again, try to go as fast as you can. And get our upper body warmed up, our heart rate up. So you should be starting to breathe a little bit heavier than where you were at rest. All right, take a rest, and then we're going to switch sides. So we're going to cross that feet. If it's hard for you to balance here, then you can have them a little bit closer together, but still maybe wide apart for that good stance to engage your core and your glutes, okay? We're going to do another round of punching in about 10 seconds. All right, here we go. So punching for 45 seconds. Bend those knees a little bit if you're standing. So again, you have that good athletic stance. Make sure your posture is upright. Halfway through. All right, take a break. So the next one is where you can do sitting or standing. If you are standing, it's a jumping jack. So you might be able to go faster if you're sitting because then you don't have to hop or balance. So join me there if you have your chair. If not, you can do a step out and a step out, okay? But I really want to try to push us to move faster and bigger today. So we're going to do them from the chair. Let's go out and in. That full 45 seconds. It's always good to move our bodies in different positions. Even if you can stand, again, you might be able to go faster and bigger. We sit. Keep on going. All right, catch your breath. All right, and then we're gonna move into our last interval and you're gonna do a squat and then reach up and come up onto your tiptoes. So that, again, that's a squat, reach up, tiptoes, almost like you're gonna jump. And again, hopefully you got your heart rate up with those jumping jacks. All right, we're gonna start again. Here we go. And try to move your body fast so we can keep that heart rate up. Halfway through. All right, catch your breath. So we have a minute here. So you can either sit and catch your breath or stand. Get a drink of water if you need. We're just gonna take a nice little minute break. And then we're gonna repeat those same exercises again for 2 more rounds. I need water. And again, the purpose of this circuit is to get some aerobic exercise in. So if you weren't able to get your heart rate up because maybe you were worried about your balance or fearful of falling, then maybe take an opportunity to do the sitting version because then you can move faster without having that fear. So that way you get the aerobics that we're trying to get. All right, we're going to start marching again. Halfway through. All right, take a little rest break. Our next one is going to be our punching intervals. So again, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back.
Maybe you turn the phone over.
Knees slightly bent. You guys hearing okay? Okay. All right, here we go. Punches. And go fast. Halfway through. All right, take a rest break, switch your feet. Get ready for our next round of punching. All right, here we go again. 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway through. All right, rest and get ready for your jumping jacks. So again, hopefully you're picking a good challenging position that you can move quickly in. We're gonna start up again in about 10 seconds. Catch your breath. All right, here we go. Go. And try to stay nice and steady through that whole 45. Don't slow down. Halfway through, keep going. All right, catch your breath. Then we have our last exercise with that squat and overhead reach, okay? Almost like you're jumping. Again, hopefully your heart rate's up. Okay, here we go. Halfway through. All right, catch your breath for 1 minute. And then we have one more round. Again, getting your heart rate up. If you feel like we're not getting your heart rate up, This is your last round to really challenge yourself. Try to get a little bit out of breath. Get that aerobic intensity in that we need to. All right, you got about 15 more seconds. Start back up with us. And we're going to start with that marching. If you feel like the marching isn't getting it, you could jog in place. And for our last 45 seconds. All right, pause. We got 30 seconds. We're going to start with those punches. All right, here we go. Really punch like you mean it. Halfway through. All right, take a rest. And then we're going to switch. Get your breath. And last round, so really give it your all. Okay, here we go. Go. Halfway through. All right, take a rest. We're going to move into our jumping jacks. Sitting or standing or otherwise. All right, here we go. And nice and big, nice and fast. Halfway through, almost done. All right, rest. Last one, our squats with our overhead reach and our heel raise. We're almost like you're gonna jump, okay? Our last aerobic interval. All right, here we go. Halfway through. All right. We can rest from our cardio. All right, grab a drink of water, take a breather. I need a drink of water. All right, so now we're gonna move into our power moves, working on big amplitude, maybe even some balance, depending on where you are with things. We're gonna be doing them a little different than just the standard. Again, Rachel's gonna be doing them in sitting. I'm gonna be doing them in standing. So whichever position you are participating, follow that respective person. Okay, so the first one is just our power up. When you power up, I want you to start here, kind of an athletic stance. So I'm in a little bit of a squat. My chest is up, my head is up, my arms are here. Okay, so you're there and you're gonna work on kind of reaching forward and up when you stand up. So really thinking about that push with that reach, that anterior weight shift, and then you're gonna try to come up a little bit fast or with some power. We're gonna do 10 of those, okay? All right, so start here, arms out in front, reach, up, 1, reach, up, 2, push, up, 3, push, 4, push, 5, push, 6, push, 7, push, 8, push, 9, push, 10. Very good. All right, catch your breath again. Guess if we're going fast enough, we'll still be getting more cardio in today. Same thing, so we're gonna stay with power up. I forgot to mention, make sure your feet are wide apart. That's a big mistake we see. People like to have their feet close together. Bring them apart. That gives you more ability, more power to do these and better balance. Okay, so with this one, we're gonna work on here, and you're gonna push up, so kind of forward, and then we're gonna reach low. Okay, and we're gonna alternate between those two for 10. Okay, so each push is 1. Okay, here we go. So let's go 1 and low. Good. And start in that middle, up and down. 2, middle, up, middle, down. 3, up. Good. Up. 4, middle, up. 5, up. 6, up. 7, up. Good. Up. 8, up. 9, ahead of myself. 1 more. Up. 10. Whew. Good job. We'll take a little breather. And then we're going to finish with 1 more. So for this one, we're gonna stay in that good athletic stance, knees bent, kind of arms in the middle. You're gonna go forward, but you're gonna kind of rotate like a backswing or a reverse swim. I can't think. Backstroke, thank you. Couldn't think of the word. Okay, we're gonna do 10 of those, okay? So kind of push. 1, 1, good. 2, 2, 3, 4. If you can hold that power stance. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. And come up and out of that stance. You can feel that in your quads, maybe your glutes. Oh, we are moving fast, so I'm still out of breath. Okay. Next, we're going to move to the power rock. So traditionally, we do this in one plane. We're going to add a few planes with this. So let me show you what it looks like first. So you're going to work on rocking side to side, and that's the traditional, is kind of going up and out. And then we're going to work on middle, like that. And then we're going to work on low. Okay, so we're going to do 10 of those. Each direction is 1. So we'll see how well I do counting. Okay, here we go. So up, up, middle, middle, low. That's 1. Up, up, middle, middle, low, low. That's 2. Up, up, middle, middle, low, low. Up, up, middle, middle, low, low. Good. Up, up, middle, middle, low, low. Good. Up, up, middle, middle, low, low. We're halfway through. Keep going. Up, up, middle, middle, low, low. Make sure you're shifting your weight too. Up, up, middle, middle, low, low. Good. Up, up, middle, middle, low, low. Almost done. Up, up, middle, middle, low, low. Good. 2 more. Up, up, middle, middle, low, low. Good. Up, up, middle, middle, low, low. All right, good job. Take a rest from the power rock. Okay, next is our power twist. Again, gonna look a little bit different than how we normally do it. The first one is, again, standing there, nice wide base of support. I want you to work on thinking like you're pulling, like pulling a door, pulling a rope, pulling something, right? And you're gonna pull it all the way around, like, and then you're gonna high five someone behind you, okay? Then we're gonna alternate, so you get that kind of reach, pull back, rotate, high five someone behind you. So we're getting that full rotation. Let's try it. We're gonna do, again, we're gonna stick with 10. Each hand is 1, okay? And we'll check my counting skills. Okay, so pull, back, good. Pull, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. All right, very good. Okay, next we're gonna move into that kind of 3-directional movement for the twist. So we're reaching across our body. So I'm gonna reach across high, high, reach across low, or sorry, middle, middle, and reach across low, low. So you're getting that full body rotation. Again, we're doing 10. Okay, here we go. And low. Good, that's 1. Good, 2. Good. 3. Great. High, high, middle, middle, low, low. Good. High, high, middle, middle, low, low. High, high, middle, middle, low, low. High, high, middle, middle, low, low. All right. High, high, middle, middle, low, low. 2 more. High, high, middle, middle, low, low. Last one. High, good, middle, low. All right, nice job. I'll let you catch your breath a minute. And then we're gonna move on to our power step. Okay, so you can kind of see the common theme today is using all of these power moves in multiple directions or planes of movement. So we're gonna continue that with our power step. So what I'm gonna have you do is you're gonna step forward. We're gonna go side and back, okay? And then you'll alternate to the other side and back. Okay, so same idea. We're gonna do 10 of those. Get that out of my way. Okay, here we go. Forward, side, back, forward, side, back. That's 1. Forward, side, back, forward, side, back. 2. Good. Forward, side, back, forward, side, back. Good, keep going. Forward, side, back. We're over halfway through. Forward, side, back. I know those arms are probably getting tired. Might be slumping. Keep pushing. We got 2 more. Keep those steps nice and big. Last one. Forward, side, back, forward, side, back. All right, good. Take a little rest break. Catch your breath, get some water. Give you a second. And we have another power step variation. Okay, so for our last power step, you're gonna start not in all the way, but slightly in, maybe like hip width. And you're gonna work on stepping out big. So out, out, in, okay? So you're kind of doing a walking, jumping jack maybe. Okay, we got 10 of these. Here we go. Out, out, in, 1, out, out, in, 2, out, in, 3, out, in, out, in, out, in. Okay, now you're gonna step out with the opposite first, okay? Or the opposite of what you were just doing. So we're gonna go out, in, good. 1, out, in, 2, out, in, out, in, last one, out, in. All right, nice job. Okay, so that was all of our power moves. Just a little bit of a variation, adding a little extra if you are familiar to them. Now we're gonna do some power moves with our walking. So if you have a little bit of space where you're exercising, we're gonna utilize that. If you are kind of in a smaller space where you can only take steps, we'll show you how to do that. If you're sitting, Rachel's gonna show you how to do that, okay? So with the first one, so with our power up with a walk, you're just gonna work on taking a big step forward and kind of reaching those hands up. And then feet come together. And then you alternate opposite foot, feet come together. Again, if you are in a fixed space and you don't have a lot of room to walk, you would just work on forward step, arms up, come back, forward step, up, come back, okay? If you, again, can do the walking, I want you to try to do the walking piece to get that forward movement. All right, here we go. So we're gonna step, reach, forward. And now I'm gonna come out of your screen, okay? Good, I'm gonna turn around and make my way back.
Where are we going?
All right, let's do that one more time. Down and back, or another round if you're fixed somewhere. Here we go, so just that forward, big step, arms up. Having good posture. Okay, I'm gonna turn around, make my way back. All right, very good. Okay, so the next one is the rock. So when we're trying to translate this into walking, you're gonna be kind of moving on a diagonal plane. Okay, so it's almost like a slalom. So I step out, I reach, my feet come together. I step out, I reach, my feet come together. So you can see I'm zigzagging. So again, if you are in a fixed plane, you would step out to an angle, reach, out to your opposite angle and reach, and be zigzagging like that. Okay, so out on that angle, reach up. And again, it's that same side reaching, same side stepping. All right, good. Then we'll turn around. All right, very good. For the twist, you're just going to be taking a forward step and you're kind of imagining you have like an oar, or you're twisting or scooping kind of up and back. Okay, so I'm stepping and twisting towards that side. Again, if you're fixed, you would step, rotate, step back, rotate. So kind of follow Rachel. I'm going to keep walking. All right, making my way back. All right, and our last one is the power step, and we're going to be working on stepping sideways and kind of reaching towards that stepping side. So you'll be alternating. You're fixed in one space. You're following me and walking. We're stepping out in one direction. Okay, you're going to stay facing whatever direction you're in, and we're going to walk back. You're stepping the opposite way. All right. And that's it for today. Let me see. Thank you guys for joining us. Good to see you all. Hopefully we'll see you again in the coming weeks. Have a good day.